Hello, and welcome back to TerraFirmaCraft. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I am making up some red steel. We haven't made any yet, and I kind of want to make a bucket, specifically a red steel bucket. So, to make the red steel, we need a weak ingot. The weak ingot is black steel, regular steel, brass, and rose gold. Now, I don't feel like doing a large batch of the red steel. So what I did instead was I made a rod for both rose gold and brass, because, well, when you combine the ratios together, that's 50%, that's 25%, and each of these is 12%, which when you combine with that, will give you enough to make 4 ingots of weak red steel. And then we combine them with some black steel, and then we'll have our red steel. I forgot to make up more black steel. But yeah, so we're going to turn all this into proper red steel. We're going to make 2 red steel buckets and 2 blue steel buckets, and we're going to combine them to make a proper bucket. I'm pretty sure that's how it's done. Let's see, I need to this. Aha, there we go. A red steel bucket, a blue steel bucket, and 7 wrought iron. 5 wrought iron, not 7. I'm going to need to make up some more wrought iron. And that's our blue bucket. And that's the red bucket. You need the red bucket to pick up and move water source blocks. The blue bucket allows you to do the same with lava. But there we go. We have our red and blue steel buckets. Next, like I said, we want to make proper bucket. So we need to get some raw iron, which means I need to cook up some more iron in our bloom first. So I'm going to do that quickly. While the raw iron is firing in the bloom, let's craft up the rope pulley. Just requires an andesite casing, some some wool, any color, and a raw iron sheet. Now this will allow me to, when you place it connected to a source of rotational power, like what we have here, it will connect to whatever's below it. In this case, it's going to be an array of drills, and I do recommend including a gear shift. If you have a gear shift attached to it, then depending on which way you have it powered, you will either lower or raise it. So I'll show you how that works when we get back out towards where the kimberlite is. But now we have our rope pulley. While we're staying here, let's craft up our other windmill bearing. I already got everything for that. We've got our sails. We are going to need a gearbox. I think we're going to need another 2 andesite casings. Alright, let's craft up the rest of these drills. That's 16 now. Still got a lot of kimberlite to go through. But now, when you process the kimberlite, it does have a 5% chance of failing. You get random salvage. In this case, I got diamond powder, which apparently has absolutely no use. And gear shift acquired. We are going to need to craft up some chests when we get out there. I've got plenty of extra wood. That's not going to be an issue. We've got our sails, our windmill bearing, gearbox, gear shift, drill heads, pulley. I think we have everything that we need. I just want this to be done so I can make a proper bucket before we head out. Yeah, I'm going to keep one red steel bucket on me in case I need to actually probably carry a bucket of water with me wherever I go. But then I'm going to have the proper vanilla looking bucket in case I need to pick up, well, lava or water as I'm out. Well, that's odd. It says andesite alloy, but I am definitely making iron bloom. Oh, by the way, I went with the white tile roof that matches the same design as the black tile I used in the factory. Let's see, 14 seconds, we find out if that's just a graphical glitch or if I somehow turned raw pig iron into andesite alloy. It says iron bloom, so must have just been a visual glitch. Good. I kind of needed this not to break on me. Guys, we got the bucket. Yeah. Yay. Okay, so bucket accomplished. Incidentally, that's one of the endgame goals of TerraFirmaCraft is crafting a bucket. Yeah, who knew? We got Seeing Red today, we got some hot stuff, we got a tsunami, and we got a bucket. And let's just dump these out, since we don't need them where we're going. Don't need that press either. Just stick it there for now. We have everything to make a windmill. We have our drill. Yeah, I think it's time to go on another adventure. Well, you know, back to the same spot we've been 3 times now. I'm going to craft up a bit more food before we go. But, well, I'll bring it back when we get there. We're going to build a little bit of a drop mine. Alright, we're back at the mine. I think I'm going to clear out some of the trees around here first, though. So we have a little cleaner of a work area. Okay, we got a little bit of a workstation here. Want them facing down. And, yeah, they can be a bit of a pain to place. Because you click directly on the, click on that face of the wall there, it faces at you. That didn't work. There we go. Thankfully, they are pretty easy to flip around. Alright, so that is the base. Now, I did see Il Mango's video a fair while ago, was a couple weeks, where he built a pretty cool contraption that used, I think it was 64 drill heads, and mined a 32 radius or 32 diameter circle in the ground and just mined out like whole chunks at a time. I'm not doing that, but I definitely recommend go checking out his video because, I mean, it's just awesome how he designed it and what it can do. But we're doing something much more simple, something you really don't need a redstone tutorial to figure out. So I'm going to want this to be a not in that spot. Vertical gear shaft. Oh. No, I want my gear shift first. Then the vertical gear shaft. Then we want our windmill bearing and our sails. Will that work? I mean, I need to include 8 sails, but that does work. Okay, it's gonna be a real funky looking windmill. So that does work. And then we're gonna need our glue. And I do want to make some chests. I think I want this to be 1 block lower so that the rope pulley is connected directly to the blocks. My wrench keeps disappearing on me. By disappearing, I mean I move it and then I realize I moved it and I didn't, and I need it. Okay. That can go there. That can go there. That there. And 1 shaft. And the lever. There we go. Now it's working. Now mind you, that is extremely slow. This is not a big windmill. It's not a very fast one. It's only 16 sails. So it's only generating 1,000 stress units. But yeah, now this will tunnel down on its own. And we can go this way. You can see it digging through. We'll see it come past us in a bit. And then it's going to go all the way down there and hopefully find all the diamonds that I didn't bother collecting yesterday. This says there's only a trace left, but that's all the way up here. The pick searches in a 12 by 12 based on where you click. So if I click up here, then 12 blocks down, there might not be any kimberlite. Oh, there's the drills. But if I travel all the way down there and there's more kimberlite, it will detect down there. I didn't bring extra cotton with me, so I can't make extra sheets. So if we want this to go faster, I gotta go back all the way to base, craft up more sails, and then come back and place them on the windmill. What we are going to do though is I'm going to cut away and let this dig, and I'll show you when we make some progress. Oh, you can ride it down. However, I really wouldn't recommend that because, well, there's no way to flick the switch up there from down here unless you have the redstone link controller or linked controller. Pretty easy. You just need a redstone link and 6 buttons, but then you can connect that to a, well, redstone link that you have connected to the gear shift up there, and you'd be able to remote control which direction the gear shift is going, and therefore make this move up or down depending on which way you want it to go. I'm gonna hop out of here before I get stuck. Oh, looks like we reached the diamond level. Wow, that took a long time. I am definitely going to speed this up. Let's actually reverse it, bring it up, see how much we got so far. And to bring it up, we just reverse the switch and it will start rising on its own. Very, very slowly. This is going to be a minute. So while we wait for it to get up here, yeah, we're going to definitely go back to base, make up more sails. Hey, I just keep running back and forth. I mean, we're all the way down here. We need to go all the way up there. It's a solid, I don't know, 8,000 block trip. Thankfully, we have this northwest passage here that cuts through the continent and has another river that my base is on, so I don't have to go all the way up around it anymore to get down here. It literally turns the whole trip into a single Minecraft day's journey. It's still a fair bit of time, but it's better than it used to be. But yes, we'll craft up some more sails, make this go faster, and I think I'll craft up a pair of redstone links, make the redstone the link controller, pop a seat on this, and we can ride it down next time. Okay. 10 kimberlite in there, 16 in there, and a couple of our supports. There's a good way to collect stuff. Obviously, the regular stone gets turned into loose stones, like if you mine them manually. but if they're in cobblestone, it does pick them up as cobblestone. And as I mentioned, if I ran it going horizontally, ouch. Well, that's a little bit of a problem, and that's why I keep ladders on me. Okay, as I was saying, if we ran it horizontally, it actually would not cause cave-ins. It would just, well, it would just leave it in a condition where if you do anything to the cave, it will cave in on you. So let's stop this. Empty hand. We're gonna leave all this here. No need to pack it up. We're gonna come back in a minute anyway. Head back home. Make those links. Grab a seat cushion sitting in one of my chests. And like I said, make up a bunch more sails. I have enough andesite to make 16 more sails, but I can, you know, craft up more andesite pretty. Stop sneaking up on me, cow. I can craft up plenty of sails. So let's go make up probably another 48. Speed up real fast. They'll actually be faster than the windmill that powers my base. Oh, there are two bears. I just got tag teamed by a pair of bears. Thank you, blue steel armor. You saved my life. Sphalerite. Zinc. I need more zinc. Let's tag this. Zinc is spelt with a C. And, we'll mine that too. I'm debating making an additional 16 drill heads. It's gonna be a lot of andesite, but I do have a lot of zinc, so it shouldn't be an issue. Yeah, might as well. I didn't know you could do that. I got an achievement for having the exact right amount of stress being used. We have a whole ton of andesite alloy cooking up. This is going to be 64 ingots. Well, 64 alloy. We've got 29 wool cloth now. We've got a whole bunch more being spun. We're going to have a very big sale when we're done. But I'm also going to make up another 16 drills. And then I also want to grab 2 brass. Gonna make 2 more brass. Oh, I didn't need 2 brass alloy. I only needed 1. Oh well, it doesn't hurt to have an extra. We're going to grab our redstone and a stick. Make our link, and then were buttons just, yeah. And there we go. Now we can control, yep, all the different buttons. WASD, shift, and space. Each have a different option. And we can hook that up to our redstone link right here. And now we will be able to remotely reverse our gear shift and ride our contraption down and ride it back up. And we're back at the drill. I've added another 16 drill heads to it. I've set up a redstone link. And what you do is there you go. You right click on it. To bind it, you gotta make sure it says a transceiver. Sender, receiver. So you gotta make sure it's set for to receive. And then after you bind it, you see I can as I press the different buttons, it sends a redstone signal. Now, right now, it's only one signal being sent, which means I'm going to have to hold down the buttons to travel down, but I let go and I'll travel back up automatically. So let's add some sails here. That's good enough. Okay, we hop on the seat, we pull out the controller, we activate it, and we press the down button. Oh, and we forget to glue the other drills. Well, they move down fast, but they don't exactly mine quicker, do they? Now I'll actually be able to see what's going on as we drop down. I mean, not that it's an amazing view or anything. We're just literally going into a giant hole in the ground. We appear to have hit the end of the diamond level. I'm not seeing any more. Well, any more lower than that level there. So we're going to have to pick up the contraption, move it over. Oh. I stand corrected. There appears to be more diamonds. I spoke too soon. I don't know what the end goal is going to be with this. Definitely make enough to fill a whole chunk. I mean, that's going to be massive. 16 by 16. So what, 320? That's going to be a lot of drills. It's going to require a lot of zinc. But then we'll be able to mine out entire chunks at a time. Collect all the resources pretty easy. Well, it's a little time consuming. This is taking a while, but I mean, it's quicker than if I was going down mining individually, especially when you get to the size of running a chunk at a time. Oh yeah, there's still tons of diamonds underneath us. All right, well, let's head back up to the surface and see how many we got, since I can't open the chests while we're actually traveling. It's a good thing I stopped it when I did. The chests were full, and I didn't notice I was actually picking up kimberlite and whatnot that was being dropped by the drills, because once the chests are full, the drills will drop any item they mine as an entity. So, you know, like if you threw the item on the ground, and because I've got the magnet on my backpack, it automatically picked it up for me. But otherwise, we would have been losing a lot of resources. Because there's actually still quite a lot of diamonds down here. And we got almost another 2 stacks. I actually broke my last chisel back at base crafting these into diamonds. So I'm going to need to craft additional chisels to get through all of these. And I'm also going to move this over to that zinc location we found earlier because I'm out of zinc. I think that's going to be it for today. I am going to be picking up the drill. Well, I'm going to finish drilling here. Going to pick it up, move over to the zinc deposit we found back by the boat, mine up as much zinc as possible because we are now out back at base and I want to build a lot more drills. And, well, then I'm going to head back home, craft up more drills, and go find more stuff to mine and just leave massive, great big holes in the ground. I will actually probably, can't fill them in, but I'll put a layer down, probably use wood or something, and cover it up so you don't accidentally fall into any holes I end up digging in the process. If you want to see more fun things you can do with these drills, Il Mango, his Auto TerraFirmaCraft series, specifically episode 32, has this massive contraption he built where it spins and mines. That's worth checking out. But until then, thank you for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Later.